Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for joining this particular meeting. Thank you very much for joining this webinar. A warm good evening to all of you. I hope that everybody has settled in quite nicely. So, let me introduce myself. My name is Varun Krishna, and I'll be helping you all out in figuring out what the new updates and key enhancements that we have released in the final few weeks. Okay, so let's get started, right? Unlock the freshest EalSuite unveilings. So we bring you cool updates regarding QR code generators. Then we'll be looking to some of the places where our audit logs were introduced, then the TRN alerts, the discount preferences, the way we have streamlined our cloud storage, and the way we have revamped the bill items, some new added options regarding text customization when it comes to template builders. Anything and everything will be spoken about. So we got something for everyone. That's what we bring in each and every week, right? So one thing to uh, explain first of all, let's go to our software. So like I was explaining, bi-weekly we release new updates for our software. So today I will be speaking about the releases that we have made on 26th of August. And you can see the feature updates, the scan and connect feature, the enhanced oversight regarding audit functionality, audit log functionality. Then we have tailored discount. I'll show you how this is done for different bills. Then some of the enhancements related to cloud storage, where you no longer need a title to upload the files. Then the bill item model performance. So the change that we have made regarding the ad product or services, and then text customization when it comes to template builders and its design. Then the TRN alert that we bring in, it's another very important update that we have. Then some of the key issues that we have to solve, like the item management, small hiccup that we had. Then the reporting section also when it comes to inventory adjustments. And then the flexibility enhancements when we are trying to add additional expenses. Sometimes we felt stuck, so we have removed that as well. So let's get started. We'll be going to our PPT once again. Yes. So the first and very important update that we have, welcomed. I think the most of you have used it right now. Meet the QR code generator for EalSuite link. So you can create an instant EalSuite link for all your, bills or anything that you're sharing externally to a user, and go with efficiency. So you can scan the code and access it from anywhere. And seamless integration means that you will be able to access it using any of those devices, like your laptops, your mobile phones, or anything like that. So I'll show it. Right now, we're in the dashboard of our software. So let's do one thing. We'll go to the sales module, and I'll take an invoice. So that's the best thing. So when we go to the invoice section, you could see so many invoices here which is already made. So let's select this one. The customer is XYZ Limited. This is presently under the partially paid status. So in such situations, what you do, you want to share this particular bill to whoever your customer is. So you go to the share option and share unique link. Then the first thing that you do is you look into the expiry date. Okay, the expiry date, the default expiry date right now in the final few weeks, we have changed or we have set the default date into a 1 month. So you click on generate link, and then we get the respective link that we used to share. Then we look at the expiry date, the status is active, and under the manage section, you could see the generate QR code. So you click on the generate QR code and you wait. So when you're doing it for the very first time, it may take some time to come up, but it will come up. So let's just wait. Or you can maybe cancel and regenerate also. That will also be very good. But no issues. Right now, if you have your mobile device, you can take it and you can directly scan it. And since our software is run in cloud, then you will be able to directly access it through your mobile's browser also. Or you can simply download this. You can click here and the file will be getting downloaded. You can see it. You can close it and you can share that particular QR code. And I think the customer will be directly be easily getting redirected into that particular invoice page. And then everything will be the same. You can, continue your usual process. So this is a very important, I think it's a very exciting and a convenient feature that we have introduced in the past week. So that's one thing. That's the first thing. I think this is clear. Just simply show it to you. We have the share unique link option. Usually we used to share this particular link. Right now we have the additional QR code generator as well. Okay, so that was the first update. Now we will be returning back the next one. The audit log now covers catalog and item group. So audit log was a very important feature, right? This was already present in all of the bills, and in the final weeks also we have introduced into some of the inventory adjustment section, the warehouse transfer sections. Right now we have introduced it into catalog and item group as well. So we have further expanded our audit logs, and let's take a look into it. So we have two very important sections here, that is catalog and item group. Both will be coming under the inventory section. So we will go to our items, then we have item group, and then we have catalog, right? So we have item group here. Now, let's see, we have an item group called Toyota, which I have already created or somebody have already created, but you cannot see any activity log here or audit log here because this was created before the release. And let's take a look into this one. Still nothing. So what can we do? We can go to the create option and new item group. When it does new item group, and I'll be adding few items to it. Yeah, I'm adding 3 items to it. So I have one PVC pipe, 1 into 3 ton pickup, and 22 channel digital console. Right? The cost price sales price while creating this particular item or while importing it, we haven't mentioned this particular value. So it stays like this, and we can click on save. Now, it was new. So the new item group, it contains 3 items. This was the one which I have created. Now you can see that at 2:41 p.m., this item group is created. Right now, it will be depending upon your time zone and everything. So yeah. So you can see, you can click here and get the details about the activity log and everything. All right. So that is it about item group. Now, catalog. Here also, we can go to the log feature. Now, the speciality about item group and catalog is that we only have the list view available for both of these sections, right? We won't be able to select that particular item group and you won't be able to view it. We only have the edit, or maybe you can view it like this. But you won't be able to see the audit log functionality there. That is issue. So let's do one thing. Let's click on some of the audit logs and see, okay, right now, we could say that the test catalog or the shop A catalog was created before this particular update. Now, if I create a new catalog, I'm going to write new catalog, new cat, and I'm going to add line. Something like that, right? Catalog price, I'm going to send that as 100. I'm going to present it as 50, so and so. And I'm clicking on save. So I created a new catalog also. See, new catalog. And I'm clicking on the audit log feature, and I could see that it was created by me on 2:43 p.m. So, like I was telling, a very important update regarding catalog and item group, we have introduced the audit log feature in that section as well. So that was another update. Now, moving forward, the default discounts via discount preference. I'm sure that we were all using the discount preference, but it was in a different style. Now we have revamped it. So right now we have a customizable pricing way, the default discount option for individual modules via the discount preference, and get granular with your pricing. perfect your discounts and bid over your clients. So how was this done? Let's do one thing. We'll go to settings. We'll close all of this. We'll go to settings and we'll see where the discount preference is right now. Under other preferences, you could see the discount preference. So earlier, that was not the case. If you click on additional preferences, you used to see this discount preferences. Right now, that is not the case. It has come under other preferences and the discount preference has changed. Now, earlier, how this discount preference used to work, and I'll explain. We were not having the ability to select the discount method for individual modules. It was just common for each and every module. It was very general. I mean, if I have already set line-wise discount for as the default one, then it will be applicable for both quotations, sales order, pro forma, delivery note, and for invoices, for every kind of invoices. Right now, it's different. We can set it individually for each and every module. So we'll work with three different validations here. For quotation, I'm going to give line wise, and for sales order, I'm going to put it as bill wise before tax, and for invoice, I'm going to put it bill wise after tax. If I'm changing it, I have to come under the manage section, and I need to click on submit. And yes, for the discount preference for the quotation was initially line invoice itself. Now I've changed it for sales order and invoices. Now we'll be working with. Now we'll be working with quotations, sales order, and invoices. Now, there's another very important thing I have to show here, and that will be under forms. Now, you remember quotation, sales order, and sales invoice are the modules or the bills that we are going to work with. So, under forms, I'm just going to see which other fields are enabled, right? So, let's take quotation, sales order, and invoice in the same order itself. So, for quotation, I think this quotation will be set as the default one. See, the discount method is enabled. So I'll keep discount method enabled for each and everything. That is the reason why I came under this form section as well. Now we have only a single form for sales order. Go to edit and you could see that yes, the discount method is enabled here also. That's again good. Now invoices. Let's just hope that the first form will be a standard form, or we'll be choosing that particular form to enter our data. Here also the discount method has been enabled. So submit, everything is well and good. The form section is also completed. Now we'll go to quotations. Now remember, for quotations, the discount method is line wise. So I'll be creating a new quotation. So quote, and yes, we have three different forms, and I'm opting to quote itself, the standard one. So I'll be selecting a customer. The status is in the draft state. I'm not going to go deeper into any of this. Now, the important thing. See, if you have selected your discount method as line-wise under discount preferences, which you can see under the settings module, you come here, and if you have enabled the discount method field under your particular form that you're trying to add in all the details, you could see the default will be line-wise itself. You can see the new proposal text is here, and now I can add few items. So for convenience and for better calculation, better understanding of this calculation, I'll be selecting three items. Yes. So I'm going to keep the quantity as one itself. And I'm going to put the price for each and everything in a very standard manner. I'm going to put it 250 here and 350. And then we'll be putting it as 400. So the total value, the total subtotal will be 1000, right? And you cannot see any discounts because I haven't given any discount. So we'll be taking the tax rate based on that, and that will be 5%. So we have the 5% of the subtotal, and which is 50. So the total amount will be 1580. Now, for line-wise discount method, I can give any specific values. Now, see, I can give it as 25. And here I'll be able to give it as 35. And I'm going to give it as 40. I'm going to keep it like this. So if it is a discount method where we are following the line wise, you can line wise for each and every item, you will be able to provide a discount, right? And the discount is the subtotal was this much, and the total discount given is this particular value, and we have calculated the VAT amount, and the total amount will be this much. So this is how the whole thing works. So this is how the discount process works for discount method line wise. And I can click on save, and this particular thing, this particular code will be saved. Now the next one is sales order. And for sales order, you need to keep in mind that the discount method we have chosen is bill wise before tax. So if I create a new sales order and I'm selecting this particular customer, yes, we already have a single form for sales order that is confirmed. And see the discount method. We have already set the default discount method as bill wise before tax for sales order. Now it is coming directly. Again, let me choose 3 different products. Yes. So 3 different products with the same pricing itself, irrespective of what the product is. I'm going to go with this particular pricing. Again, you can see the subtotal is this much, and we haven't given any discounts yet. And the tax value, everything is also calculated. Okay, for this one also, I'm going to put it just as VAT. So we only have VAT at 5%. So again, the subtotal will be coming as 1050. Now, for specialties, I can choose this under the discount, drop down. I could select discount percentage, or let it be a fixed value. How much do I provide as a discount? Let's provide 100, right? Let's provide 100. So the total value right now has to change. I'll come to that. See how the discount takes place. This is going to affect individual items, but this is not going to be this. The distribution is basically based on the number of quantity and price. Now, how does that mathematics works? It will be based on quantity into price, and we get a specific value, and in that total value we'll be providing a specific discount based on the percentage here. So we have 250 in 1000 goes to 25%. So if I provided a discount of 100, the 25% of 100 is just 25. So that gets directly mapped to this particular price. See, it has been mapped correctly, and the values are also like perfect. So I told you, it is not directly depending upon the price, it depends upon the quantity in the price. So if I change the quantity like this, it's 2 into 250, now the discount has changed, 40, 20. So the entire proportion has changed. So like I told you, the discount, the way in which the discount will be getting distributed will be depending upon 2 factors, and that is quantity and price. And mathematically speaking, it will be quantity into price. So everything has been distributed properly. So that is a specialty. So if you're choosing bill wise before tax, now how will this particular tax be calculated? It will be, the tax will be calculated. You see the subtotal is this much. Then we have the discount amount. So that discount will be reduced from the subtotal. So if we're reducing this 100 from 1000, we get 900, right? So based on that 900 value, the 5% tax of VAT will be taken into consideration, and we get the total amount as 945 for this particular sales order. Now I'm not going to save it. Let this stay here itself, and we can come to invoice. Now the discount method chosen for invoice is bill wise after tax, right? So if I create a new invoice, yes, I'm choosing the default form itself, and we can confirm it. Yes, the discount method is also mentioned, bill wise after tax. So keep in mind that if you once set it under settings, it will be default while you're filling out the details as well. I'm going to choose a customer, and again, 3 more products. 1, 2, 3. Yes. So I'm going to change the price. For our convenience, it is always better to go. For my convenience, it is better to go with this number, because then it'll be much easier for me to explain the calculation also. Again, you could see the subtotal as this value, that is 1000, and we have the VAT amount as the tax 50. So the total value is 1050. Now, the difference here is that if I provide a value like 100 for the discount fixed, what happens? It is 950 here right now. And for sales order, it was 945. So everybody will be wondering what's the difference? Well, the difference is that we have set the discount method as bill wise after tax. So this is the total value. Now we have 50 AED taken as the tax value. So how, even though I have provided 100 as the discount value, so then the subtotal minus the discount, that should be 900, right? And based on 900, if you're taking the 5% VAT, it shouldn't be 50. So the difference is that the tax will be calculated based on the subtotal, right? Not after the discount that we have provided. So it will be calculated based on the subtotal, and that will be 50. Now, from that total value, you will be subtracting the discount of 100. So we get 950. So that is a difference. So if I'm putting standard values like 1000 and a standard value of discount as 100, we'll be able to easily figure out the difference here. So that is the reason why I have structured it like this. So we created 3 different bills in 3 different discount methods. Now, the advantage right now is we can set it like this. Now, imagine a company where the discount method is standard, it's default for everything. But maybe at a point they want to change it just for a single bill. If we are using the previous discount preference that EalSuite had, then once you change it, then it will be changed for each and every module. Right now, that is not the case. It's only getting changed for individual modules. So even if you are changing for a single module, the rest of the modules will, the discount method for the rest of the modules will be remaining the same. So I think all of you got the difference how these 3 different works and how you will be able to manage it. That's the important thing. The way in which you manage it has changed. So I'm not going to save it. I'm just going to close so we get the warning message. Yes, we should be getting the warning message. So we'll be leaving it on. So that was another very important update, a very convenient and useful update, I would say. Yes. Next. Simplify cloud storage. So no more mandates. So uploading documents to EalSuite Cloud just got faster and easier. Now, how to attach a particular file? So yes, this is a QR code that we just downloaded and open. See, this is the name. This is the name. I'm not going to give any title. And I'm submitting. Yes, it has uploaded successfully. I didn't give any name. So we come down and we could see the QR image 1. So the brackets will not stay there, but QR image 1 will select it. Yes, absolutely. This was the QR code that it was the image of the QR code we just uploaded. Now, this not only gets restricted to the attachment section, we can directly do this under documents as well. We can go to documents and we can upload the same file and see. Or if we have any other, yes, I have another QR underscore image. This is a name. So open. I think the underscore will not be coming in. We'll just get an image uploaded with the name QR space image. But let's see. Let's submit it. Yes, QR, we have a space and we have an image. And see, we can look at the audit log again. And it was uploaded by me at 2:59 p.m. So well and good. So it's an efficient process, right? Even if you forget to type down the name or anything like that, I think this is another very convenient update that we have on. Yes. Next, faster, smarter with add product or service. So our add product or service model feature has received a complete makeover. Faster, more intuitive, and with added features like a count of selected rows. And we have clearer tracking. We have brought in improved performance related to products and services selection with the introduction of pagination. So we will figure it out. So let's do one thing. We'll again go to invoices and we'll create a new invoice. Standard form there. And we'll take the customer as Ashit. Nothing else? Yes. So I'll click on product or services. I just did that earlier. See, the selected item count was not present. This is another new update. And if I come down, I haven't shown this in the previous process, but if I select this and I come down, you see pagination was introduced. Earlier, if you have so much of items present, and when you're clicking on this product and services option, then for some customers, we saw that was taking too much of time for this page to load because of this, n number of items they were having. Right now, if you're breaking down the page in such kind of a manner, this is very easy. The almost 70% of efficiency has been increased. With our data that we have collected, we saw that almost 70% of efficiency was increased. So this is a new thing, the selected item count, and let's see how this works. We have so many item groups, like I'm selecting chocolate, and I'm selecting one Choco Twist, and then I have a Nestle Kit Kat as well. These are the two items. I'm selecting it, right? It's gone. So we have the two of them. Now I'll do one thing. I'll just remove both of this, and I'll show you a different style of selection. I'll go to chocolate, and now I want some another different item also to be selected. See, the selected item counts remains 2. I'm going to printers, and if I continue my selection, the selected item counts becomes 4 right now. So even though you switch or move between the different item groups, this is going to remain. The selected item count number will be shown, and you don't have any restrictions, or you don't get blocked out from moving from one item group to another item group. So another very efficient update, I would say. So you can select 5 different items from different item groups. And if you are not like really aware of the count that you have selected, that will be shown at the very top also. So in such a way, you will be able to select your items. So I think the pagination improvement and the selected item count, all of this was a very important enhancements. For the page loading, speed was increased by almost 70%. That is the data that we received after introducing this particular update as well. So again, I'm not going to save this invoice. I think the new update is clear for all of you. I'll be closing it and returning back to our PPT. The next one is the bold text customization. So we have introduced some bold fields, some distinctive documents or distinctive fields, such as we can bold the customers, suppliers, and company fields within the template builder. Now, you will be able to customize it your own. I'll show it to you. So we can go to settings, and under other preferences, we can see the template builder V2. We have so many templates, right? So I'll do one thing. I'm going to select invoices, and so much of templates for invoices. New template. Let's click on this. We'll keep that name in our mind also. So the document properties and everything, it's the same. And under the header and footer section, yes. So we initially had so many options like enable secondary address to hide the default header and footer. Then we had the attention label, payment terms, place of supply, so and so. Right now, under invoices, we have the option to bold customer and bold the company. So before that, let's do one thing. We'll go to invoices, and new template is the template that we are working with. I'm going to select any invoice, and I'm going to view it in a PDF format. So if I see this is a new template, I want to view it with new template in a format. So I'm clicking here, and let's see how this comes up. See invoice to, then we have the XYZ limited, so and so. So ATTN XYZ limited. Now, what happens if I bold the customer and bold the company? I'll just show you a preview here. See, if I bold the customer and ABC Private Limited, that's a company name, Sabit, that's a customer name. So both of them have been bolded. So if I click on save, I'm going to the same template itself, or I can go to the PDF view itself. If I reload it, yes, XYZ Limited. So this is restricted, right? The company name is only present. So we'll go to maybe a different invoice where both the customer name and the company name is present. TRN, ATTN. I think Masafi Puri. Let's select a different invoice then. We have a CCTV customer. No. I think it'll be taking us some time for me to figure out the correct invoice I want to. Anyway, I think you got the, maybe this will work out. I think you got the difference here. You will be able to board the customer and company. That's one thing. Now, the next we'll do is we will return back to template builder V2. I'll just show you in case of the supplier as well. So let's select a purchase bill, and the purchase bill template one will do. Coming into the header and the footer section, we have bold company and bold supplier. So if I simply click on generate preview, I can see ABC Private Limited and Sabit as the company name and the customer name. They're not bolded. If I enable this and then click on generate preview, yes, both of them have been bolded. Not clicking on save right now because I haven't shown you how the purchase bill in real looks like. So we'll come under the purchase bill section and select any of the purchase bill. And I think that will be enough. The purchase bill template one. Right now, not bolded. I'm going to click on save under the template builder V2 section, returning back to the PDF view, reloading the page and see how this has been bolded. So that's the difference. So this is applied under both customer and supplier bills because it gets applied under the sales or the purchase section. So the bolding gets applied to both customer, supplier, as well as the company. So that was another enhancement. So I'm going to close this, turn back to our dashboard, and we'll go back to our PPT. Smart warning system to avoid duplicate TRN numbers. So initially, we used to get such kind of a warning when customers with the same name were created. That was not present with respect to TRN numbers. Now we have also added that. So this improves or provides us a greater accuracy while we're creating the customers with the same TRN number itself. And we're not restricting this, but we will be providing a message, a warning message or something like that. So you will be the attention will be brought in. So we'll do one thing. We'll go to this customer section and I'll select some particular customer. I'll look at the summary section and I can see a TRN number here. I'm going to copy that TRN number again. I'll try to create a new customer with the same TRN number itself, and let's see what happens. So the customer name is Pat Hat and company name VAT registered. Yes. I'm going to put it. Yes. So the same TRN number has been given, and let's see what pops up. Nothing else is mandatory here. Custom fields. Let's click on save and see. We have 3 names under the same TRN itself. So you'll be wondering, now I already have the customer code 90, who is having the customer code 90, who was having this TRN number. And if you're not able to, if EalSuite is not allowing anyone to create a duplicate customer, if duplicacy is not allowed with the same TRN number, so we're not doing that. You can either cancel it when you get this warning message, or you can even click on OK, and then you have the new customer made under the TRN number itself. So we're just trying to seek in your attention while if there's any mistake happened or anything like that. So we'll not be providing any kind of validation there directly. Just to bring into your attention that the number has been already been provided to another customer. So if there's any change that you want to make, you will be able to make it on that particular page itself. So if it's anything wrong, you can click on cancel, return back to into the customer creation page. You can go to the TRN field, you can change the value and again click on OK. Otherwise, also if you're fine with that, you can click on OK and continue with the rest of the process. Okay, so that was another enhancement. Now we'll be moving into the final section of our webinar regarding the issues that we have to solve. So few hiccups regarding the item management section, and we have fixed the issue with the item serial number on batch saving for credit note and purchase receipt. So this is the thing. So we'll do one thing. We'll look into the purchase receipt and what this issue was, and whether this issue was resolved. And I'll just explain to you where this issue took place also. So under the purchase section, we'll go to the purchase receipt section and create. Now, if I'm going down and selecting product or services and I'll be looking for a list of uh, items which comes under the track inventory section of serial numbers, it's going to be really difficult for me. So I think the logical choice is to come under items and I'll be selecting serial number. Yes, I have so many items, right? Okay, a list of items. So I'm gonna put this Hikvision 222. I'm gonna select this as the item, so that when I'm creating this purchase receipt, it's easy for me. Manas will be my supplier. Status. Let's keep it in the draft state. And yeah, let's. If you want to confirm that, that is also another easy part. Let's just confirm whether the track inventory is under series number. Sorry, serial number. So we'll go to inventory and under name. We'll just search it. Come here. Let's look at the basic details. The item number is present. VAT. Everything is given. The stock details 6. There's the available stock and all the latest batch in details is present. And just to confirm, we'll go to the edit section and see the track inventory is in fact serial number. So everything is fine. No worries there. We can close it, return back to purchase. We'll select the same item and see the warehouse. Click here. You could see the quantity. One quantity. Al-Safa is the warehouse that we're talking about. Now, if you're trying to create a purchase receipt, then which is having the track inventory of serial number, we'll be able to provide the serial number like this. Select the serial number. And let's see one thing. We'll click on save. Now, so the price is 100. No further detail to add. Clicking on save, and you see the purchase bill view will be like this, right? The purchase bill view comes like this. So we have the Hikvision 222 as the price. And if I go to edit also, you could see all these details and the serial number has been provided and you're clicking on save and done. Now, there's another very important thing that we have to consider here regarding purchase receipt. The way in which all of these bills look right now with respect to the table design is really important. Now, I'll just mention that because that update was released in the previous release. If you go to template builder V2 and under the purchase receipt, we have purchase template 1, right? And let's see all the details here. Then under table, we have the table design. It is mentioned as table design 1. We can click on update column. See, serial number has to be added. So if I'm clicking on add serial number and I'm submitting, maybe you can click on generate preview, but that won't be necessary because this coconut cake, the serial number is not mentioned here. So we'll click on save and we'll return back to this purchase receipt and we'll reload it. All right. So that is also another very important thing that we need to take a look into. So this particular update has been introduced in terms of purchase receipt as well as credit note. All right. So if you're not able to find it, then you will have to come to update columns and you will have to select the serial number and we'll have to submit and save and then reload this particular page. You will be able to find it. Now, the next one, the precision reporting. And that is about the cost center filter under the inventory adjustment report is totally functioning right now. So we'll look into that next. So the inventory adjustment, the issue was that, yes. So we'll do one thing. Okay. Items. And we have the inventory adjustment. So I made an inventory adjustment like this. Inventory adjustment was made. I can go to edit and you could see this inventory adjustment for 509. The category was given as internet and everything, and the cost center is here. So Humria was a cost center. I can make a new inventory adjustment also, but this was just done yesterday. This was a cost center, and the adjustment. See, the adjustment was 11, and it was made to Al-Safa, that is 9, and Humria it was 2. So the cost center that you need to keep in your mind is Humria, and I'm clicking on save. This was done yesterday only. So in order to see this particular detail, we need to go to the report section. And under the inventory part, we need to go to the inventory adjustment log. And this cost center, if you're clicking on this cost center filter, like this was not working. So this is done for today, right? For yesterday, yes, the silver ring one was done. In order to confirm this, whether it is working properly, let's do one thing. We will return back here and we'll go to items, inventory adjustment, and we'll create a new inventory adjustment. I'm going to select anything. I'm going to select a cost center. I'm going to add a line. Let's say we should monitor the current stock is this much. So I'm going to select a mask. Yes, current stock is this much. Make an inventory adjustment of 5. And so we have a quantity. Keep it 3 and keep it 2. Save. See, this is the inventory adjustment I'm making for the cost center. Umbria. Yes, this is a new inventory adjustment that has been made. So I'm returning back to inventory adjustment report. I'm selecting today. And now this will be the standard form. I'm selecting Umbria itself. So yes, you can see the inventory adjustment. So the adjustment was made for 5. And if I click on mask, you could get the details regarding that particular item, stock details, and everything. You see the warehouse stock. So in Al-Safa, the stock remaining is 4, and for Humbria, the warehouse it is 2. So all the recent purchases and everything can be observed here. And if we click on this, we'll be getting directly redirected into the item section as well. Now, finally, we have an enhanced flexibility option. So we add an option to remove multiple categories for additional expenses or income in a bill. So the issue that we were talking about was that if again go back to invoices, and I'm creating an invoice again for the Mac Impact person, and I can select an item like this and give a price like this, so everything is good. Now I need to add additional expenses. Let's say I'm adding a freight charge income, and let's say I'm going to keep it like this. Maybe one more I had. A consultancy charge income as well. Keep it as 2080. So everything is fine. I'm going to click on save. A new invoice has been created, which is unpaid. Okay, now I can edit this invoice, right? So during this particular time, if I click on edit and I come here, I was not able to find this, remove button. I was only able to find an add button. So if I want to remove the consultancy charge income or the freight charge income, see, when there were 2, I was not able to find the remove button or only add button. So when I clicked on here, I'll be able to add. Even if I click here, I'll only be able to add. That was the issue. But it was only working all the other times. So we have removed that as well from our observation itself. So here, right now, you can click on this remove button and you can save it. Right now, if we are taking a closer look, yes, the additional charges, the freight charge income, that is 10 AED, is present. So we have removed the other one. So that was another issue that we have solved. So these were the updates, enhancements, and issue resolutions that was consisting on our 26th August release. And I hope that was clear to each and everyone. So we'll go through all of these feature updates and enhancements once again. I've already shown you how to create the QR code generator. If you want to share any of the bills, we can simply go to share option. And rather than just sending the link, we can create a new QR code. And it's very easy since our software, we can use it in our mobile phones itself. We simply take our mobile phone, scan it, we'll be getting directly redirected into that particular bill view page. Then we have the enhanced oversight of audit log functionality, which now covers the catalog as well as the item group uh, module. Then tailored discount. Three different ways of discount can be set individually for each and every module, rather than setting it generally or globally for all your modules. And if you have enabled the discount view or the discount amount or the discount preference field under your form, then that'll be directly seen in the bill creation page as well. And for enhancement, the cloud storage part, you can directly upload any document without providing any title or anything like that. This is applicable while attaching any file to any of the bills, any of the modules, any of the vouchers, or going directly into our documents management section and uploading the file there. Then we have the bill item model performance. So I told you pagination has been introduced. So the loading speed was increased and it's a much more structured manner, right? And you can switch between different item groups, and you can still see which all items that were selected. The number of, not just see the name of the items, rather the count of the items. The advantage was that you can switch between the different item groups, and the selected item count will be still present, and you won't be losing count there. And then we have the text customization. So you need to go to the template filter option, and you go to table design option, and the header and the footer section, and then you can enable the bold customer and company. If it's something related to the purchase, then you will be able to do it for the supplier as well. Then the TRN alert. I told you earlier we were having this validation for customers with the same name. Right now we have introduced TRN alerts, that is the validation for, or a kind of a warning message for customers if you're trying to create with the same TRN name itself. You can either cancel it, change the value of the TRN, your tax code, or you can simply continue as well. It's up to you. Then I already talked about some of the issues resolved regarding the serial number, regarding credit notes and purchase receipt. Then about the precision reporting when it comes to inventory adjustment report or the inventory adjustment log report. And finally, we have added multiple categories for additional expenses or incomes in a bill. So these were all the updates, enhancements, and issues that we have resolved in the previous week. And the releases are really key for your business automation. And I hope that I think me explaining this right now has also benefited you big time. So if you're having any doubts or queries regarding any of the updates, you can ask me that. You have the Q&A option. Also, you can paste your questions in the chat option as well. I'll be waiting. I'll be giving you enough time to digest all the information that I've shared to you. If there's anything regarding any of the updates or any specific modules that I want to re-explain, please ask. Otherwise, we'll be moving forward and we'll be winding up this webinar. Okay, so I think there isn't any room for more explanation. I think nobody's having any doubts. Fine then. So thank you very much everyone for joining. It was I'm really happy to be here with all these new updates coming thick and fast, right? So I personally and as an organization, we value your time for being part of this entire community, for using our software as well as being here for this webinar. And do stay in touch. We'll be releasing further updates in this week itself, and we'll be explaining about it in the upcoming week. So we'll be having a series of webinars coming up regarding a lot of things, regarding the releases, regarding new updates, so and so. So, follow our social media handles as well. We'll be regularly updating it there. And stay updated with our latest and best practices with all the documents that we provide from our product point of view. So I hope that's it. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you very much for joining this webinar. My name is Varun Krishna. We'll again meet in a week or two time. Thank you very much. Bye.